AI has changed the game forever. You know, you can simply ask it anything or almost anything, and it'll give you a tailored response to your use case. And today I'm going to show you how I use ChatGPT and other AI tools to enhance my productivity. Now, what we have here is ChatGPT 4. This is on the paid plan, I believe, so ChatGPT Plus. And let's say for demonstration purposes, I want to build an app. I want to build something, but I don't know where to start or how to begin. I like to use ChatGPT as a almost like a coding buddy to get feedback and feedback on not just code but also ideas. So let's say, hey, I want to build a full stack app that uses uh, React, Node.js, TypeScript, and also let's add in some Solidity smart contracts. What's a good app idea? A decentralized freelance marketplace. That's pretty cool. So it's like, again, essentially an NFT marketplace, but it's for freelancers to, I guess, get their work. So again, it's giving me the fundamentals of what I need for me. So authentication is huge, and every application needs some form of authentication. It's telling me how to use smart contracts here. It's telling me about decentralized storage, so IPFS. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's used a lot in Web3. But here's the thing to be careful of with ChatGPT. I'm always aware that its data is actually out of date. Because remember, it's using training data up to 2021. Now, it can browse the internet and do more things, but if you're talking to it like this, it's only using data from 2021 and nothing beyond that. Because there is a better solution. Instead of this, I would use something like Arweave, which is a much more, I would say, modern, reliable way of storing data in the context of blockchain. But let's move on. So we have all these different feedbacks. That's great. Then it's telling me about the development steps. So define the MVP. So define what the target is. What do I want the app to do? Telling me how to do the smart contracts, the front and the back end, how to test, how to run audits, how to do DevOps. Everything amazing. That's great. So that's a very high level overview of how I use ChatGPT. What about for actual software development or coding? Or let's say I have a React component. So I haven't got one up right now, but let's pretend I have a input. So let's, you know what? Let's go to Code Sandbox, React input component, input component. So here is a very basic input. So let's imagine that this is part of my application and I want to have unit tests for it. So I'll go over to ChatGPT, I'll go, give me unit tests for this React input component. Bang. It's like magic. So I almost always use ChatGPT to write simple unit tests. Now, the more complicated your component is, or whatever your testing is, I still suggest to use ChatGPT to give you a basic framework, but the simpler it is, the more you rely on ChatGPT, the more complex your problem is, the more you have to rely on your intuition and experience. And if you don't know what to do, ask somebody who does. If you're working for a company, there's typically a testing department or testing team that will know how to write better quality unit tests for your use case. Debugging. So let's say I'm getting an annoying error. So I've typed this as a number, and I'm like, why is TypeScript giving me this annoying error? Like, I don't understand this error. Like, what does this mean? And let's take this one first. So it's saying the value is defined but never used. You just simply paste the error into ChatGPT, and it tells you what you need to do. It tells you the exam. It gives you a basic example of what causes it, and it gives you different solutions and how you can solve it. So it's saying use it, remove it, comment it out, or just disable the linting rule for that line. So in your code editor, you'd add like a ESLint, disable next line. Now, as a junior developer, you don't want to over rely on ChatGPT. You want to use it as a coding buddy, but don't use it to completely replace your own thought processes, because that's when you get lazy and you'll actually become a worse developer because of it. Now, let me know in the comments, how do you use ChatGPT or any other AI tool? Really curious to know how others are using it. Maybe there's something that I don't know. There always is. And that's all for now. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon.